What's up, boys and girls? This is SPITLOGIC, and today I'm going to do an album review. Better Late Than Never is the latest album by the rapper X, also known as itsxmusic. This is a rapper that is based out of the Las Vegas area. And like with any album review, I'm going to go over the beats, the lyrics, the quality, the theme, and the standouts. What is it about this album that separates it from all the other albums, and does it work? So let's get started on those beats.
This that gang shit, get you right for the game shit. 05 Lil Wayne shit, quiet down boy, you ain't shit. Stop lying to you.
So when we talk about beats, I feel as though people who produce music, they have a certain sound that you automatically know who it is. You automatically know a Dr. Dre beat from a J Dilla beat. With this particular album, one thing I didn't like about it is that it seemed to use the same kit or the same types of instruments. There was no variety in the instrumentation. You know, even if an album has a single producer, I want to hear a little bit more variety in the different sounds that you use in the toolkits, especially when we're talking about the drums. I feel like the drums are what can really set the tempo for a particular song. And in this particular album, I felt like I knew that same kit. I felt like when I heard the album, when I heard the song come on, I knew exactly what I was expecting, and I didn't really see a lot of deviation in the beats.
You niggas never had a shot with the king. I am not to be seen, the puppet master, you caught in the strings. I can tell you why you ain't who you think you are, humble yourself.
Lyrics. I'm a lyric man. I'll say this every single video that I do. I love lyrics. When it came to the lyrics on this one, they were really good. I was very impressed, especially when you talk about the flow that is more of a modern flow, more of a industry standard flow, and you don't really expect, not only do you not expect such great, well done punchlines, but you also don't expect content, you know. Of course, there are a few exceptions. I believe Kendrick Lamar is probably one of the few exceptions that really knows how to do a more modern rap sound, and he involves a more conscious message in his music. With this particular album, you know, you're listening to the lyrics, you can tell he's a lyricist, and then there are certain aspects of the album where you are hearing him talk about the state of the world, and I really did enjoy it. I think the lyrics were pretty good.
Just got off the dealership, they don't know who they dealing with. If you ain't been this broke before, then you don't know how really get.
Quality on this album. I think the quality was pretty good. I think with the exception of maybe the vocals, I mean, it was mixed very well, but I could tell that the mic that was used was not a very high-end mic when compared to maybe another artist. But with that being said, me being a lyric man, I didn't really care about that too much. I do think the mixing was done well, but I think that's also a part of the reason why using the same kit, using the same sound and the same kinds of beats, once you get it right the first time, you don't really have to worry about doing anything different. So I feel like with this album, they kind of played it safe with that, and the quality was pretty good.
I'm gonna need some M's, choppers in a Benz right away. God forgive my sins, thoughts from deep within might escape. Coppers want me dead, propped up in a bed.
So what is the theme of this particular album? What is X trying to say on this album? Better late than never. So he's a part of a group called Team Backpack. It's a bunch of battle rappers. He's a part of the battle circuit. He's a lyricist, and when you are someone who battles, someone who is a stage MC, someone who goes in front of crowds, who goes toe-to-toe with other rappers, it's very difficult to make that transition onto the studio portion and to create something tangible that people can purchase and buy. And I think that's exactly what was going on. Better Late Than Never is an album that is not only proving that him as a battle rapper, that he can create an album, but it also gives you a very good glimpse as to what is life like in Las Vegas. He talks about Las Vegas a lot when he raps. He talks about his life. He talks about his neighborhood. And not only does he talk about it from his perspective, but he talks about it from what he sees on the outside, what the global picture looks like. And I really did enjoy that. What stood out from this album? I'm going to say that the more modern sound, the more industry standard sound and industry standard cadence of the lyrics, and that being mixed in with a more conscious message. I don't think there's enough of that. I think especially, with what we call mumble rap, it's kind of hard to create a message that has an appeal to all. But I think that he's done a good job of kind of mixing that up. I mean, for the most part of this album is touting how good he is and how hard he works. There are instances where he just talks about reality and what is the state of the globe, of the planet. And I appreciated all of it. For me, that is the biggest thing that stood out. The fact that he made it sound like an industry standard, and unless you were paying attention to the lyrics, you don't see the bigger message or the bigger meaning. So with all things considered, I'm going to give this album a 4.30. This album was very enjoyable. I did enjoy listening to it. I have it on repeat. I have not picked which particular song I'm going to put on my workout playlist, but definitely one of these songs, and they'll probably be rotating throughout, is going to be in my workout playlist, when I'm running or when I'm in the gym. So I really did enjoy this sound. It was a relaxing album to listen to if you want to just phase out on the lyrics, but at the same time, if you want to sit down and just concentrate on what he's saying, you can get a brain full. So, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you agree or do you disagree? And until next time, peace.